Greetings and welcome to the Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team Battle Report, where today we're showing off the Blood and Zeal kill teams. But before we get into things, please remember to like and subscribe as well as comment. Let me know what you thought of today's video, if you found it useful and helpful. And remember, I've got Discord you can check out for free in the episode description below, and a affiliate link at MN Games, and a affiliate link and discount code at Crossfire Games, where we're using their tokens and objectives, and a Patreon if you want to give me some more support. But yeah, for today, I'm using the Sanctifiers, which are very thematic. So I've got some of them painted. So effectively for my Sanctifiers, I've got a Preacher here, a Preacher there. I've got the Eviscerator Flamer here. Then I've got the Flamer there. I've got my Leader. I've got the Deathcoat Assassin. I have the Comms. Then I have a Missionary with Flamer and Torch, Missionary with Meltagun and Icon. Then I've got the Drill Abbot and the Miraculist. And I've taken 2 ladders, so I've got 1 ladder, 1 ladder. I've also taken 2 stun grenades. Then I have Purity Seals, as well as, what do you call it? Ecclesiarchy Texts. So if I roll 2d6 under my leader's wounds from turning point 2 onwards, I get free command point. Well, a free command point. Charles, what are you running today?
I'm running the Goremongers, which immediately win the game because they're painted.
Yes.
So we've got on either side an Aspirant. We've then got the Impaler on this side. We've got the Inciter with the double pistols on this side. In the middle, we've got the Leader, the Herald, with the, what is he called? He's the Stalker, the double chainblade guy who can climb up things. The Skullclaimer, and then essentially the Comms, which is the Bloodtaker at the back here. And I've got the... So it's the gory, this one's the gory totem. So it has a 3-inch aura of whenever your opponent shoots, fights, or retaliates, they cannot re-roll their attack dice. And we've then got our bloody cadaver here, which I can either be in range of or pick up. And if I do, in the ready operative step, somebody either in range or controlling it can increase their blood tank by 1.
Yeah, and we are playing Power Surge, so from turning point 2 onwards, the person who went second turning point 2 surges an objective, and then if you control the surge objective, you get 1. If you surge it, you get another, and then if you control the most objectives, you get 1 more. And yeah, so we've selected Tac Op, so let's do Scouting.
I thought you only got for holding the surge. Surging it, I thought didn't give you anything.
No, it does give you a victory point for surging.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you can only score 2 a turn from it anyway.
Yeah,
so.
max 2.
My Gore tank's half charged, so it will start on half.
All right, I've selected my Scouting option.
Got mine.
Cool, so I've taken reposition. Cool, so I'm going to reposition up the Flamer. So the Flamer's going to go 3 inches up over to there. And then what are you going to move up, Charles?
I think I'm just going to reposition this guy just 3 inches up on this side.
All right. So would you like to go first or second, as you break ties now?
I think I want you to go first this round, because then I'll hopefully get the tiebreaker winner on round 2.
Cool. So it's turning point 1. So good luck and have fun. Cool.
Good luck.
So first off,
we get 3 CP.
So I'm going to start doing the sermon. So I'm going to select my leader. So now my leader is the orator. So everyone within 6 inches is now -1 damage taken. Normal and crit from 3 or more damage. Anything from you, Charles?
I'm going to select my primary op as a strategic gambit.
Cool. And then I will as well. Anything from you?
I don't actually think so, turn 1. I'm going to save my CPs.
All right, so then...
Anything from you?
No, nothing from me. All right, so for my first activation, so I'm going to activate my leader. He's going to lead the procession. So first I have to measure everyone within 6, which covers my entire kill team. And then he moves, and then everyone else has to move 6 inch, well, makes a normal move, or reposition, dash, or charge, and has to finish within 6 inches of him. So my leader is just going to move 6 inches up to here, and then now...
Is it after he finishes his activation, or is it after he finishes...
His move.
His move.
So his action. So now everyone just has to finish within 6 of him. This guy is going to move up.
Lose an inch for going through the door.
Yep, so 5 inches. So he can now charge that point if he wishes. Then I have my Eviscerator, who's just going to reposition through the door there.
I think B.
So she's just within 6. Yeah, so then this one is going to reposition to here, so it's outside the charge range even if you boost to 8 inches. This one is going to reposition.
I do have the wrist chains. Also, I forgot, I've got the wrist chains and I've also got 2 ladders on the building here.
Yeah, that's fine. The Meltagun is going to move up to there. The Drill Abbot is going to move up to here.
Not only do you have 11 models, it's like you get a whole extra turn.
Yep, it's fine, don't worry about it. It's balanced, it's thematic. This Miraculist is going to reposition to here, and then the Deathcoat Assassin is going to reposition up to there.
Good job you can move through your own models now as well, because if this was the previous edition, you'd have to very, very carefully think about where you're moving things rather than just the wave surges forwards.
Big guy up here is just going to reposition 4 inches with a 2-inch climb. And for my last trick, he's just going to dash. My leader is going to dash to here. So he's inside an inch of heavy, but outside of an inch, so you can't fight him from that side. You have to come over and fight him. Mm-hmm. And that's my first activation done. Your turn, Charles.
I actually get to activate a model now.
Yeah, this is fine.
Totally interactive. And all you guys still get to go and do everything they need to.
Yes.
Well, we're just going to move this guy up the board and just pass with him up there.
So I'm going to activate this Preacher, who's going to reposition onto the point, just to there, so just out of charge range, unless you increase your Gore tank.
I think we just simply just reposition the Cleaver up to here.
So I'll activate the Drill Abbot, who is just going to reposition up to here. Actually, no, he's going to reposition and dash to here. So let me just do it in such a way. Yep, so a 32mm base can't fit past, so he blocks the door there. And he's still benefiting from the sermon. Your turn?
Yeah, well, I think we just reposition it for now behind the wall. So we'll stay within an inch of the ladder.
Yep.
But we are tucked in.
So I'll activate this Missionary here, who is just going to reposition around, also within an inch, but outside of an inch of the wall. Also within an inch of the ladder, and just pass.
I think we just have to try and risk it and try and get something up there and out there. So we're going to activate this guy. We're going to spend his Gore tank to give him +1 APL. So he's now 3 APL.
Yep.
So yes, we're going to go 6 to there, 7 with his normal move.
Yep.
We'll do the 3-inch dash. These are basically the same, aren't they?
So he has Chainsword Flamer, he has Double Flamer.
All right. We'll go for the Double Flamer guy.
Cool. So you've got, with your wrist trains, 4 attacks hitting on freeze, 4/5 with rending.
Yeah, because the wrist change that you use your melee weapon as a 2-inch range weapon for 1 guy a turn.
Yep.
Aspirant, yeah. So 4 dice and hitting on 3s, and we really need to do well here. We're just looking for 3s.
So you have 1 hit.
We have 1 hit so far, but which is terrible.
Are you going to burn your CP for rerolls?
Probably not, because that's absolutely horrific, and there's not much I can do about it. Yeah, that is 1 hit.
So I get 3 5-up saves. So I don't save anything, so I take 3 damage.
You would take 4, but because you're under the sermon, you take -1 because it's above 3.
So I'm down to 4. So the Meltagun is going to switch to engage and shoot that Aspirant. So he is 4 dice hitting on 4s. Let me just bring up his stats.
Yeah, 4 dice on 4s, range 6, dev 4, pierce 2. He's not more than 6 inches away from people, so he doesn't have severe.
Yes, so just 4 dice.
Just 4 dice on 4s.
4 dice on 4s.
So when you now roll 3. Well, that's 0 hits so far.
So I've got 1 hit, and then I'll use, because I've got 3 misses, I'll use my Purity Seal.
To make 2 hits.
To take 2 of these away and turn 1 of them into a hit. So I've got 2 hits, so you get 1 save.
This is where I should have taken the Chaos Sigil and then only have pierce 1.
Yeah.
I get 1 4 or 5?
5-up save.
1 5. Watch me make a save. So
you take
6.
6 damage, you're down to 4 wounds.
Yep.
And then I'll just stay where I am.
We're just going to move the Blood Comms guy. He's going to move to there, and he's going to do the pick up on my marker.
Yep.
So he's now carrying the marker and controlling it. And he can essentially spend a blood point to give somebody else a blood point.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to activate the Eviscerator. She's going to switch to engage and flame you. So she's got 4 attacks hitting on freeze with Saturate and Blaze.
Yep.
I've rolled 4 crits. I am the one who crits. So you get 3 armor saves.
Yep. Which I make 3 saves. Well, I need to make 3 crit saves.
Yes. Unfortunately, you make one save,
which isn't enough to save.
You burn alive.
Yep.
Burn, baby, burn. So he dies. I've got 1 on the kill tally. And then I'll just reposition to here, 6 inches. Reposition 6 inches to there.
Yeah, we're just going to move and dash.
All right. I'm going to activate my comms Cherub, who is going to give +1 APL with the Prod of Love to the Hand Flamer, Conflagrator, and then it's going to fly to there. So it's within 2. Your turn, Charles.
We're just going to move the leader up to here.
Next, I'm going to activate the Miraculist, who is going to dash, reposition 5 inches, we're using the ladder, and then dash another 3 inches up to here. So she is currently... Cool, so now she is. So she's not flush, but now she's touching there to benefit from the sermon still. Your turn. But more importantly, blocking away so you can't move past her. She's blocking the vantage. Yeah, so if you're trying to charge...
I could charge round her and charge the back of her.
Yeah, but you can't now, like, charge from the other side to the other side.
So yeah, I'm down to 1 operative left to go.
Yes.
And your entire team is a third up the board.
Yes, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's thematic.
So we're just going to move dash round to this side.
So I'm going to activate my preacher. I mean, not my preacher, my Conflagrator, who's going to switch to engage, dash and reposition to there, and then be within 2 inches of both your climbing thingy and your leader, and then I'll flame one of each. So I'll dash and reposition to there. So I'm within 2 inches of your leader and 2 inches of your scrapper person.
Mm-hmm. Being within 2 inches of the leader does nothing.
Oh no, it's just so I can shoot them.
No, it doesn't matter. You just select 2 valid targets.
Yeah, no, he has to have to be a valid target for him to be within 2.
Yeah, but you could shoot this guy over here.
I could.
Like, the leader doesn't matter you being within 2. He's the only one it matters you're within 2 inches of, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to shoot him.
Oh wait, that's true, isn't it?
Yeah. So the leader doesn't matter.
So actually, I will flame that guy and your scrapper.
I should have put him on engage for a thingy.
Counteract, yeah.
Yeah.
So the scrapper here, so 4 dice hitting on 2s with Blaze. So I have got 4 hits, so you get 3 armor saves.
Yep. But no crits, so no Blaze.
Yep. Unfortunately, you make no saves, so you take...
8 damage.
I
take 8 damage. That's all I take, because I cannot take more than 8 from 1 shooting attack.
And then I will shoot into your Impaler over there. So I've got 2 crits and a hit. I am within range of your...
thing, so you cannot... I think you're... Oh no, you're...
I'm just
out. Just out.
I will keep that. So I've got 2 crits. So you get a Blaze counter, so when you next activate, you'll take D3 damage.
And I pass no saves, so I take 8 damage.
So you're down to 2. And that's... Unfortunately, you've got no counteracts.
Yep, I can't do anything, so you just do all the rest of your remaining 2 guys. Yep.
So this Preacher is going to charge 6 inches. So it's just the 8-inch charge, and then the 1 inch for each. So it's going to switch to engage. So then the Preacher is going to charge onto this objective, so it's now benefiting from the sermon. You have 2 wounds left, so I've got 4 dice. I don't have any I'm out of range.
You're out of range of the thing, so yeah.
So 4 dice hitting on 4s. So I get a crit and a hit. I'll strike you with the crit and just kill you.
Strike with a hit and kill me. I literally can't stop you killing me.
And then my Death Cult Assassin is just going to reposition to be within 1 inch, is going to dash and then reposition up to here. So it's still benefiting from the sermon. Actually, no. Let's play a bit defensively. So it's there. So you can't fight it from the other side of the wall, but you could just get within 2 and shoot it. Mm-hmm. So end of the turning point. I'm now on 1 on the kill-up. And then we ready everyone.
I can, in the ready step, because of the gore token, he gains a gore point, so he goes up to full.
Yep, so you flip him up to full.
Yep.
So then we roll for initiative. You break ties. So I've got a 1.
I got a 5.
5. Would you like to go first or second?
I think I want to go first.
All right, so I go to 6 command points.
So we might as well do augmented endurance, because you might shoot me, which is if I have half a gore tank, I can reroll 1 defense dice. A full gore tank, I can reroll all my defense dice.
Okay, I'm going to spend 1 CP for Fervent Brawl. So while I'm under benefit of the Sermon, I have Ceaseless and Close Combat, fighting or retaliating. Your turn, Charles.
I'll spend 1 on Gory Tenacity, which is whenever I'm fighting or retaliating, the first time your opponent strikes you, you half the damage round up.
I am going to spend 1 CP for Zealous Persecution, so I'm down to 5 CP. When I charge, my melee weapons have lethal 5 up.
We'll spend 1 for Hunt for Blood, so it's a friendly Goremonger operative. It has a Conceal Order, which they do. They can immediately perform a free charge action, but cannot move more than 3 inches. So we're going to choose this guy.
Oh, switch to engage.
It switches to engage as well. He's going to free charge there.
And then I'll spend 1 CP for the Emperor Protect. So when you are shooting at me, I have Ceaseless Defense. So I can reroll dice of any 1 value.
So I will do 1 more, which is Enhanced Violence. So if I have a half tank, I have Balanced. If I have a full tank, I have Relentless.
So you're down to 1 CP?
Down to 1 CP, yeah. I've done my all 4 of my strategic ploys.
All right, your first activation, Charles. Oh, yeah, so he's got a full tank now. Yeah, you're Inciter.
Yes, I've already done that one.
So what would you like to do?
Funny enough, I want to activate the guy who's in the fight here.
Yep. I am not under benefit from the Sermon, so if you hit me, I will die.
Yes. So we are just going to fight as our first action.
So you've got 4 dice hitting on freeze with rending and balance because you have 1 core tank.
I need a hit. There we go. I will use the crit and murder you.
So when you kill me, I will blow up. Oh no, it's redeemed through fire.
Oh, one of your ploys.
So when this operative with a blaze weapon is incapacitated, each enemy model visible and within 2 gains 1 of your blaze tokens if it doesn't already.
So it's just the 2 there.
So it'll be your leader and this, your climber.
So they have blaze tokens.
Because interestingly, if you rolled no crits, you only had 2 hits, so you would have struck me, which I would have just scratched, and then lived. So you needed that crit. So if
they get blaze, your guy dies.
Yep.
I gain a gore tank because I have incapacitated an enemy.
So you go up to full?
Up to full. I'm going to spend a gore tank to heal for 2d3, because you can do 2 gore things a turn.
Yes, and because you've already activated...
the blaze doesn't go off.
Yeah, it doesn't trigger.
I'm already active. So we will go back down to half a gore tank. We will heal for 2d3 wounds. Come on, 6 wounds.
So you heal
3 wounds.
3 wounds, so you're up to 5.
Yep, which means I shouldn't instantly die. And then we are going to charge up onto the platform to hopefully murder your Miraculist.
So if you do fight, she lives on 1 wound and then can dash or fall back for free. So she won't die.
Well, I can do d3 damage when I charge her.
No, but after the fight action, she doesn't die.
Oh, yes, yeah. But she'll be injured.
On 1 wound, yes.
Yeah, I've got no better thing to do, really. So, yeah, we will... So
oh, gosh, I need to surge an objective. Sorry, I'll choose this objective to surge.
Yeah. We will charge up there. No, actually, we'll go as far as we can, so we'll charge around to here. It only cost me 2 in total to climb. And then, yeah, we will...
So do you want to expend your gore tank to fight again?
Yes, because I need to fight... before or after performs an action, I can perform 2 fight actions during the activation, and the second one is free. So we will spend our gore tank.
So you have 4 attacks hitting on freeze with no rerolls, but you do have rending?
Yes. Yes, that would have been 2 crits I had, so... wow, and we absolutely... 1 hit, 1 crit, and 2 ones. I don't have any gore tank, so I don't have balanced.
So I've got my normal hands.
I do have a CP though, so I can spend it for a reroll.
So I've got 1 crit. I am benefiting
how many
from
wounds do you have?
7. I am benefiting from the Sermon, so I've got Ceaseless. So I'm going to reroll these ones. So I've got a crit. So you won't kill me.
Unless I spend my last CP on a reroll.
Yes.
Which kind of need to do because I want to kill you, but I might as well. It's not going to do me anything else.
So I will. By the way, I will not die because I will live on 1.
No, you will die and be incapacitated.
I won't before I'm incapacitated.
Before you're incapacitated.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do it anyway because I want you to be on 1 wound rather than on like more wounds. So we reroll. We get another hit, so that's crit and 2 crits and a hit.
So this is 7 damage.
Oh, I have Relentless anyway, because he's on vantage terrain,
Here,
so
you
I
get
don't
another
spend the
reroll.
CP.
Yep, and you get another
I
reroll.
get the other reroll, sorry. I was like, he's a good guy, and there's another crit, yeah. So it's 3 crits and a hit
So you
now.
block and then kill me. I live on 1, so then I'm going to do my ability to fall back for 3 inches. So I'm going to dash, well, fall back to here. And you are on 5 wounds. So then I'm going to activate my Miraculist. Let me just check if I want to move there. Yeah, so she's going to activate, fall down to charge down to here. So charging both of these two, switching to engage. And then I'm going to do Reaved in Fire, which is going to hit your Inciter.
It's your limited 1 ranged attack. Yeah, the interesting thing about this is you are the primary target, and it has a blast of 1 inch.
Yes.
And you only attack the secondary targets.
Yes.
They cannot be in cover or obscured, but you are injured, so you go from hitting on a 2 to hitting on a 3. And it's 4 attacks, so now on a 3, doing 4/4.
So do your guy there, your Axeman. So I have a crit and 2 hits. Let me just see. So what, you've got all your ploys up.
Yes, so he's got a half tank, so he can re-roll 1 attack die, 1 defense dice.
Automatically you gain a blaze token.
Well, I gain a blaze token because you have a crit.
Yes. So I've got 2
1
crits
crit and 2 hits.
Yep.
So yeah, I need to hopefully roll well. I don't, I roll terribly.
So you get a reroll because you have half a tank.
I do get a single reroll.
So
which
you
is
block
1 save.
and you take 8 damage. So you,
which is the maximum I can take anyway, so I'm down to 2.
and then I will shoot against your Inciter.
So again, hitting on 3s because he's being injured. Would you have enough move? Oh, yeah, you would have had 4 inches.
6 inches with a charge.
You were injured though.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
charged, yes, yeah.
So I've got a crit and 2 hits again, so you get another blaze token, and I'm not going to reroll any dice. So you get a crit and a save and a reroll.
I can reroll 1, so I can reroll all of them. So I save the crit and the
So you
normals.
take
I take
4 damage and a blaze token.
Yeah, so I'm down to 6. So we're going to activate. We'll switch to engage. We've got a 6-inch move, so we'll get around to here.
7 inch. Suppose an inch to get out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so we can get to basically here.
Then you're going to do your 3 dash shoots.
Yeah, so I have a 1 AP to make a dash.
Yep.
And during that dash, or after that dash, I can make a shoot. It has to be with the focused profile.
Yep.
Which I only have 1 profile, which is the weird thing. But it means you can't use grenades. We're going to shoot your Cherub, who is in the open now, because I'm behind the barricade. We have 4 shots on 3s. It is only 2/2 damage, but it is Ceaseless, Devastating 1, and Rending.
Cool.
Right. So that is 3 hits so far, and it is Ceaseless, which misses. So that's 3 hits. I can't re-roll it.
I think I have 3 5-up saves.
You make 2 of them.
So I make a crit and a hit. So I take 3 damage, 2 damage.
You have 5-up save, and you've got 5 wounds, and yeah, it's 2/2. You save 2 of them, you take 2 damage.
So I'm down to 3, but then I think I'll get one of your bleeding tokens.
Yes, if I don't kill you, you gain a bleed token.
Yep.
And it's during a friendly Goremonger's activation or counteraction before or after it performs an action. If it's within 8 inches of a bleeding token, I can remove it and increase their gore tank. So I can give you the gore tank, and then I can immediately remove it because I've just finished an action to go up to a full gore tank.
Could.
Nobody else is basically going to get that token, and it will give me a full gore tank, which makes
So
me
you're just
better.
going to immediately.
So yeah, I'm going to
up.
give you a bleeding token, and then at the end of my action, I will then zoom it back onto me to fill up my gore tank.
Nice.
I was hoping on your 5-wound guy to...
Hey, can't kill my sentient cow prod baby.
I can't kill any of your stuff, apparently.
So this preacher here is going to switch to engage. He's going to surge the point to give me 1, because I have 4 APL in it to your 2. And then I'll fire my hand flamer, which is 4 dice hitting on 3s, into that guy there.
It's 4 dice hitting on 2s, your preacher.
2s, yeah. So I have...
Still managed to roll a 1.
So I have 3 hits, and I'm not going to spend any CP.
3 hits, no crits, which is good. I get 3-up saves, and I can re-roll all of my saves.
Yes.
Sorry, 5-up saves. I might make 1. I can re-roll all of them, so I have a full gore tank.
No.
Just make one, so I
take
take
6
6 damage. So I am down to 4.
Oh yeah, my baby could have re-rolled a dice because of my ploy, but I forgot, so it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Right, I think we have to risk activating the Skullclaimer.
Yep.
With his great chain axe. So when he activates, does he just immediately burst into flames and die?
He does.
He does. Of course he does.
Technically, I should have rolled it, but it's fine.
Well,
do you want me to roll it?
Yeah, roll it and now roll a 6.
I know he got 1 wound left.
Okay, so he has 1 wound.
Yes.
So he will. You've only got 1 wound, so I just need to hit you.
Yes.
I hit on 4s now though because I'm injured.
Yes.
Or I can spend my Gore Tank. Oh, hang on, isn't there something about? Hang on, isn't there something with Blaze that you can just spend an AP to?
So you can now roll a d6. If you roll a 3 up, it goes away, or spend an APL to remove it.
So I'm gonna be fighting anyway. What I might as well just do, because I'm probably not going to be doing anything afterwards, is just spend the APL and remove the Blaze token.
Yep. So that's going away.
That goes away.
So you've got 1 action point left. What would you like to do? Are you staying on engage or conceal?
I'm going to stay on conceal because I'm in combat. I'm not going to be doing anything else. I'm going to stay in combat range. Because it means you have to charge me or get past me. Or do I just go on engage because then I could counteract? I probably actually need to go on to engage so I have the option to counteract. It makes it easier that you can shoot me, but if you don't kill me, I need to basically have the extra actions. We will then attack you.
So you're hitting on 4s with balanced. 3, sorry, because you've got combat support.
Yes.
So if you hit me, I die.
There we go. We do.
So you get a command point for killing me with your axe.
So if he incapacitates an enemy, gains a command point for the team. So I'm now up to 2. He also goes up a Gore Tank.
So he's full.
But he's then going to spend a Gore Tank to heal 2d3. He heals 4.
So he's up to 5.
So he's not quite dead, but he's not very happy.
So the Meltagun just going to reposition to here.
And try and shoot my guy.
Yep. So that is 4 dice hitting on 4s. So I've got 1 hit. I will use my Purity Seal to make that 2 hits. It's piercing 2, so you get to retain 1 because you're in cover.
Yeah.
And then you die.
Yeah, because you have hits. There's nothing I can do about that, so he dies.
All right. And that's my Meltagun. Your turn.
What we're going to do is we're going to activate the leader. So the leader's going to charge.
I'll make him take D3 damage from his Blaze token.
Oh, yeah.
He does take 2, so he's down to 9 wounds.
Yeah.
Would you like to roll or burn an APL to
roll?
So if you roll a 1 or a 2, it doesn't go away. You rolled a 1, so it still stays.
Of course it does. Over to here, but we're going to stay within an inch of you, but kind of as far back as we can. On engage. We will spend our blood tank to do D3 damage on the charge.
Okay.
Inflict D3 damage on one of its control range.
So you do 3.
3 damage on you.
So I'm down to 4.
And then once per turn, once you use the opposite activations, if its core tank is empty, I can increase its core tank, so it goes back up to a half tank.
Yep.
And then he is going to hit you with his chain blade.
So yes, so you've got 4 attacks hitting on 3s with balanced.
Yeah. In fact, he's got like one of the best guns in the team. He's got a good flamer. Yeah. So he's got balanced. He's got rending on his thing. Wow.
So I die.
I hit you with a crit. It doesn't matter what the rest is because you've got a ploy, can't you, to ignore damage?
Only normals.
Oh, only normals. So
you do kill me.
I kill you. His gore tank goes to full.
Yep.
For killing. And that is him done.
All right, so he's down to 9 wounds.
Yes, because he took 2, wasn't it? I should have been revealing that I had my secondary, because I had confirm kill.
Okay.
So there'd be a confirmed kill token here.
Hold on.
Where you were incapacitated.
Cool.
And there'll be a confirmed kill token here.
And there will also be one...
No, because I didn't get the kill over there.
For the Flamer.
Oh, yes, the flame would be there, yeah. One there.
So I'm going to activate the Cherub to give +1 APL to the Flamer, and then just going to fly over to here. Your turn.
Yep, just try and get another kill. So we're going to switch to engage.
Yep.
Charge your drill, Abbot. Charge to, it's about there, because I can get within an inch. Not within an inch of your other guy.
Yep.
Do we... I probably need the balance rather than... So I'm going to spend a CP
Okay.
for unbridled aggression. So you do it when you've performed a charge action. At the end of the roll attack dice step, I do it at the end of the attack dice step, so I don't need to yet, but it will give me severe.
Yeah, so
if
you
I just
can
roll
use
hits,
it. Yeah.
I will get crits. I will spend the blood tank to do the D3 impact damage.
Yep.
Hoping to get a 3. So we get a 3.
So I'm down to 4 wounds.
Down to 4 wounds. So now I'm going to hit you with my 4 attacks on 3s. And if I don't get a crit, I can spend a CP to get a crit.
So you do. So
I get 2 crits anyway. So we will murder him.
Yep.
Which will then give me half a gore tank back.
And then you can do a 2-inch charge if you wish.
It could get me into your guy he's already gone, hasn't he?
Yes.
So can I charge you there?
Yep.
Yeah. So we will. Yeah, I think we will spend it to charge there. So we're now engaging.
And fight again.
No, because I don't have enough.
That's the Aspirant's ability, just to do it for free.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry. Ends a fight action. If there's no longer range, it can be from free charge. But it can move on 2 inches. Right. So yeah. So then I can spend the blood token for the additional attack. So yeah, because you can do it that way. So he will attack your guy. You will actually get to hit back this time.
Yes. So I've got 4 dice hitting on 4s with ceaseless. So you have a crit and a hit. So that's 2 crits.
Yes, because I've got rending.
So I've got 1 hit. I'm going to reroll the 1s.
I should do my dice first.
I get to... Oh, so you're going to...
Because I've got 2 crits, you've got, 2 hits. So you can't...
Hit.
Sorry, a hit. If you roll a crit, I don't kill you is the thing.
Yes.
So I will spend ACP to reroll 1 of my dice.
Okay. Nope.
Misses. Yeah.
So I have 2 hits.
You've got 2 hits, so you can't stop me killing you.
No.
So I will strike you with a crit.
I'll hit you for 4 damage going down to 2.
And then strike you with another crit.
So I'll die.
And then I get half a gore tank back.
All right.
And I
So
can't
you're down to 8 wounds.
Yes, you hit me with a hit. Your hit's 3, isn't it?
4. It's a
4.
chainsword.
Oh, sorry, but it's the first hit, so it halves.
So it goes down to 2.
Goes down to 2, so I am down onto 8 wounds. Activate
My flamer, who's going to switch to engage.
Yep.
So he's going to flame here.
Yes. Yep.
'Cause
So I'm within 8.
So 4 dice hitting on 2s.
Yep.
I have
2 crits and 2 hits.
So you get a blaze token, and I've got 2 crits, 2 hits.
So I am now on fire.
3 armor saves with a reroll.
Yes, because I have half a blood tank, so I get a crit hit save. Reroll 1 of them, so I save.
So you take 4 damage, so you're down to 4.
So I just take 1 crit of 4. But we are still alive.
So then my flamer, let's see, got 1 action point left. And then I'm going to charge into this guy and fight with my Brazier of Holy Fire.
Yep. So you've got 4 attacks on 4 with shock and blaze. Again, your first hit will only do half.
Yes. So I've got 4 dice hitting on 4s. Let me just measure. Yep. So I'm still benefiting from the sermon, and I'm outside of 2 inches here. So 4 attacks hitting on 4s with ceaseless.
Which you need, because...
my melee dice have been horrible. So I have 1 hit.
You get a single hit. I have... the pistol person is... I think they're, again, like 4 attacks. Yeah, 4 attacks on 3s, 3, 4, ceaseless and rending. So you have 1 hit. So I have hit crit. I have a full blood tank, so actually I have...
Relentless.
Relentless. So we reroll the 2 misses. So we have 2 crits and a hit.
So I will...
and rending makes that 3 crits.
Yep. So I will hit you for 2 and then die.
2, and then I absolutely murder you. The gore tank extra is wasted, because I can't have more than a full tank.
Your turn. So your last activation.
I've just got my blood guy. He just needs to spend 1 action to transfer a blood from himself to this guy to fill up his blood tank. Then he's just going to move around here. Sorry, do you want to roll his blaze token?
So he takes 2 wounds, so he's down to 8.
2 wounds, down to 8. Yeah, he will try to see if it extinguishes. which it does. So he's given an AP and he's moved over. He's going to stay concealed though. He's down to 4 because he was already on 6. So actually what he's then going to do is spend his other half of his blood tank to heal. For 2 wounds. So he's back to 6. So just countered the blaze.
Okay, so he's on conceal. He's done.
Yeah, sorry, he's on conceal and done.
So I'm going to activate my Flamer, who is going to reposition to here.
Yep.
And then flame him. So 4 dice hitting on freeze.
Yes, because that one is so much harder to aim being attached to a chainsaw.
So I've got a crit and
3 hits.
3 hits.
So you got a crit and 3. Yeah, you rolled the.
Oops, sorry.
You rolled the better dice. So I've got 3 saves. I need to make all of them. I make 2. I have a full half a tank, so I can reroll one of them.
No,
So
it's a dice.
Yeah, I make 2, but I take 6. No, sorry, I take 6. It's 3/3, isn't it?
Yep.
Which you only had 4 left.
And then I'll stay there. You get a counteract.
Yes, which we will use on the pistols. We'll shoot the melter.
Okay. So you've got 4 dice hitting on 4s.
Yeah, shoot the melter. Yes, so we've got go from hitting on 3s to hitting on 4s, being injured.
3 hits.
3 hits
with a reroll.
No, I think it only applies to my melee weapons. Yeah, it's melee weapons. It's only on the melee weapons.
Yep.
But the gun doesn't have. Oh, the gun has ceaseless, so it does have 1 reroll. So it's a crit and 3 hits.
All right, so I've got 3 5-up saves with ceaseless. So I make a save, I'll reroll 1.
Yep.
Nope, so I die.
No, it does 2/2.
So, take 6.
Yeah.
So I'm down to, doesn't have Dev 1.
It does have Dev 1.
So I'm down to 1 wound.
Yes, because your guys are 8, aren't they, for them?
Yes.
Yeah, missionaries are 8 wounds. So yeah, you go down to 7, then take 6.
All right, so next I will activate my leader. So I'm going to measure for my aura. So he's going to switch to engage and charge. So everyone's in range.
Everyone will get to make a move or charge, or
So my leader's going to charge
the pistol,
to here,
and just get within an inch.
to there. And then this one is going to move up. So then everyone has to end within 6. So they don't actually all have to do the same order. They can do different things.
They can do. Each one can charge, reposition, or disengage, fall back.
So this assassin is going to move 2, and
it's
then 3 inches with a ladder.
They don't have to. Yep. So you
2.
take the middle point. Is that within 6 of the?
Actually, so he was there. He is going to move 6 inches.
That way.
Yep, to here. The chainsaw lady is now just going to
Hop the wall onto the point.
onto there, still benefiting from the sermon. The Meltagun is going to move around to here. This is not visible. And then the Cherub is also going to move 6, actually, to there.
Yep.
Then I'll fight.
You want to make sure it's within 2 inches of the people you want to give AP to next turn.
Yeah.
Yep. No, just making sure.
So he's going to fight 4 attacks, hitting on freeze with ceaseless.
If you hit
Equal
me,
5 up.
yep.
So I get
Yep.
a crit and a hit, so I kill you.
Yep. Well, you kill me on a hit.
Yep.
So.
And then that's my activation done. So you get a counteract.
Which we don't have too much we can do. Because due to the height of that tank, I can't actually see your model, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Do a 2-inch reposition back. Make it slightly further away from your Death Cult Assassin.
All right, so my Death Cult Assassin is going to activate.
Should still be able to charge me, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, I will switch to engage.
Yep.
And charge to here.
Yeah, I'm 5'6" brutal, but that's probably not going to matter.
So I'm not benefiting from the sermon.
No, but you can resolve one success before the normal order, so you can, but it has to be used to block.
All right, let's do it. 4 attacks hitting on 2s.
Yep.
With Ceaseless.
You want a crit.
So I have 2
get a crit.
crits and 2 hits.
Yep. You get the. Why do you have 2 crits?
Because of lethal 5 up when I charge.
Is that from
My strategy ploy.
Right, your strat ploy. Yes.
So you get 4 attacks hitting on 3s with balance.
Which you kill me anyway, because oh no, it's
You've got your damage negation up.
I get a crit and 3 hits, which becomes 2 crits and 2 hits.
Oh no, he doesn't have rending. He just has brutal.
Oh yes. So it's just 1 crit, 2 hits.
So I will.
Yeah, it's just your first strike is half damage. So you strike with a crit, it does 3. You strike with a normal, it does 2. But you kill me with your second attack, no matter what.
Yeah. So I'll crit you for 6.
Yep. I will. I know what you can actually do. You parry my crit because you can resolve success before the success order.
Oh, hold on. Yeah. So the issue is
I have brutal though, so you have to use a
half
crit.
damage.
Yes.
Oh, you half damage
On
and
the first attack.
yeah. So I'll block the brutal.
Yes.
And then I'll hit you for 4, going down to 2.
2, yeah.
So you have 3 wounds left.
I will hit you back for 5 because there's no point me parrying
Goes
you.
down to 4.
You're not within.
It starts with my start of my activation. I check.
Is it this? Oh yeah, it's at the start of the activation. It's until the end of your activation. You're under the sermon. So yeah. So I do 4 to you. You then kill me.
No, you treat crit damage as normal.
Not that guy.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
I can choose to inflict normal instead. It's your.
Oh, hold on. Yeah. So I'll hit you for 2.
Yeah, I hit you for another 5, which goes down to 4.
And then I'll use just a scratch. So I'm down to 2. So I use my Rosarius to ignore it. So I'm down to 2 CP because that's a normal hit, and then I'll kill you.
Yes, yeah, because you've got the
It's a strategy ploy.
Right.
Firefight ploy. So I'm down to 2 CP, and you're dead. So he dies.
Which one's that? That's the
Rosarius?
Yes, yeah, Rosario. Yeah, because again, people have Rosarius' equipment, and they've given it to him as a ploy.
And then I will fire.
So you're down to
4 wounds.
4 wounds.
And then I will shoot my throwing knives into him. So 4 attacks hitting on 3s.
Oh, your death cult, the death cult has 3 APL, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's super weird that they gave the death cult assassin 3 APL because it also has the ability to change its order. That's not bad.
So I've got 2 crits, 2 hits. So you immediately minus 1 APL. And then you get.
Why am I minus 1 APL?
It says stun, I believe.
No, it's just range 6 silent.
Oh, range 6 silent.
Yeah.
So you get 3 armor saves with a reroll because your gore tank is empty? No, it should be 4, right?
No, he transferred a gore tank.
Oh, so he's empty.
And then he spent a gore tank to heal. So
Okay.
he is empty on gore tank.
3 5-up saves?
You got 2 crits, 2 hits, didn't you?
Yes. So he makes none and dies.
Yeah, because they do surprisingly 2/5 damage with the throwing knives.
He's like the slasher boy.
Yeah. So yeah.
So at the end of turning point 2, on the I get 2 on the crit up, 1 for controlling, because I surged. I'm going to control the most objectives.
I'm now down to 1 model.
Yeah. On the kill up, I have killed 7 models.
Well, I will recover. I will confirm this 1 kill.
So you get 1 for your tack op. My tack op is take ground, so I get 2 because I control that stronghold. So I go up to 5. And then kill up, I get 3 because I'm on kill grade 3. No, I'm kill grade 4, isn't it?
You've killed 7 out of 8.
I'm on kill grade 4, so I got to 9 victory points. And you have killed 6 of
out
my
of 11,
guys.
which is kill grade
2.
2.
So
I need to kill 1 more to make it.
So at the end of turning point 2, it's 9 free, and there's almost no one left alive.
Yeah, well, you have 4 guys. Okay, 2 of them are not very well.
Yeah.
And I have 1 guy.
Yeah. So then we roll for initiative.
Yeah, and I've got 1 CP and you've got 2 CP still.
Yes.
3, 1.
Would you like to go first or second?
I can't reach anybody if I go first, so I actually probably want to go second for the CP. I mean, I could move and shoot him. If I go first, I can move and shoot. He's full health.
Yes.
1 wound, 3 wounds. Actually, I might go first then.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'll go first. Yeah.
So you go to 2 CP, I'm on 4.
Yep.
I'm going to roll for my leader's magic. Oh, I'm good enough. I get extra CP.
You get CP because you rolled another 7, the most common result on 2d6.
I originally thought the leader was 8 wounds.
No, he's this is the thing. He's 10 because he's your leader.
He's a space marine.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a scout. Right, I will go first. So I
Firefight
this
Phase.
guy. Yes, I don't think I'm going to be.
Oh, when your guy dies, he does drop the bloody cadaver.
Yeah, he'll drop it like there.
Yep. Which objective would you like to surge? It's either this one or your own.
I think I'll be surging the one back here.
Yeah.
So we'll surge this objective.
I'm going to spend 1 CP.
Well, I do get to spend.
Oh no, it's a gambit.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going. It's better for you to do that first.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I will spend 1 CP. So I'm down to 4. And I mean, I'm going to actually do the Emperor Protects because no one can charge each other. So I get ceaseless saves.
Right. Is it just whenever you benefit from the sermon, it's when you're benefiting from the sermon, you can reroll any of your defense rice results. He is no longer benefiting from the sermon.
Oh, actually, then.
So you may not want to do that one.
I'll just do Fervor and Brawl, so ceaseless in melee.
Spend 1 for augmented endurance, which is the saves based on my gore tank. We'll do gory tenacity, which is the half damage on the first melee action.
And then I'll just do 1, so I'm down to 3, so I get lethal 5 up on the charge with Zealous Persecution.
This is going to be quite a quick turn both ways, because there is not a lot to do. And it's booping the point gives you an extra point as well, doesn't it?
Yes.
So we will spend half a gore tank to go up to
3 APL.
3 APL.
Yep.
We'll boop the point for 1.
Yep.
He has 8-inch range on his Blood Flamer, I believe it is.
Yes.
Range 8 with Saturate, the icon of Khorne. So what we want to do is we want to get within 8 of you, which I can do that with while still standing on the objective from the look of it. Because I can get to here. 6, yeah. But we won't be... It's 1 inch to pick up the things, isn't it? So I won't be in range to pick up that token. And it's not whoever controls it, it's just whoever activates it gets the point.
Yes, and then whoever controls it gets another point.
Yeah. Which whoever controls more gets points, isn't it?
No, so it's 1 for Poppy and 1 for controlling the surge objective and 1 for controlling more.
Well, I might as well just stay there, shoot your...
Well, you can move and then counteract onto the point, but then if you don't get on...
Well, no, because I need to...
Oh, yeah, you need to be on the
stay
point.
within range. I want to be in range of one of those to pick it up at the end of the turn, which I won't be able to. I can either be on the point or on the objective.
Yep.
So I'll be on the objective because it denies you a point from that.
Yep.
We will shoot you with the Skull of... Oh, do you want to roll for my flaming token?
So you take 3.
I take 3,
so
and I'm going to roll...
No, it doesn't go away.
I keep burning.
So you're down to...
I'm down to 6. Yep, so we will move up. We will shoot the Skull of Khorne.
So you've got 4 dice hitting on 2s for 4. 3 hits.
3 hits. I don't have anything to re-roll because it's Saturate, which doesn't do anything because you're not in cover.
So I've got 3 5-up saves, so I need to make all of them. Nope, so I die.
He dies. My gore tank doesn't go up because I'm not in engagement range with you.
Yeah. So you're now up on the kill grade.
I will spend my gore tank to heal 2d3.
Yep.
And then I'll use his once per turn to increase his gore tank.
So you heal 4?
Yeah, heal 4. So I'm back up to 10, and then I'll use my once per turn to increase my gore tank back to half.
Yep.
He's done. And he's still on fire.
So what I'm going to do, activate the comms to give the Melter +1 APL.
Yep.
+1 APL, and then reposition to here.
Mm-hmm. I think all we do is we reposition 2 inches away, just to put myself further away from you.
All right, so I'm going to activate the leader, so selecting everyone.
Yes.
So once again, so he is going to dash first.
I was going to say, you could dash, then you trigger, it's when he does a reposition, is when you trigger it, so you can dash to get more people in range.
Yeah, then I'll do it, well, I'll just double check if that works.
It is, it's when he performs a reposition. Whenever this opportunity and performs the charge, fallback, or reposition actions, you can use this rule before it moves. So
he'll dash to there and then trigger.
It affects everybody, but it just means they can move further away from him.
So, I don't know where my 5-up went. So he's going to move 2 and then 3
He
onto
is
the midpoint.
injured, though.
Not my leader.
Oh, no.
So my leader's
Right.
just going to reposition.
Over the wall onto the mid.
Then he's already counteracted back, so he can't move anymore.
He's done.
She's going to counteract to the
bird
door
who-
just here to show us that she's there. And then my Melter, who's injured, is just going to move 4 inches up. He's injured to here.
Yep.
You've already done your
I'm done.
counteract.
I'm done. I've got nothing else to do.
So my Melter is going to move, well, reposition 4 and dash 3 to get to here, to within 6. And I will... I'm not more than 6 inches from everyone.
No. So you don't get your rerolls.
Oops, that's fine.
Remember, your person is behind the door here.
Yeah. So he's within range of the sermon. So 4 attacks hitting on 5s with the Melter.
Yep. Because you're injured.
Oh my gosh.
Pair of crits and 2 hits.
I'm hitting on 5s. And then I'm going to use my Purity Seal.
So you don't need to use your Purity Seal.
Oh, yes.
Because I can't take more than 8 from the shoot action, and that includes the devastating wounds.
So you take the Dev Wounds.
I take Dev Wounds first. Well, I still get to my 1 save.
Yep, so you get a 5-up.
Well, because if I do save a crit, I take 8 either way.
Yeah.
So, oh look, I save 1 which does nothing. So I take 8 damage and go down to 2.
All right. And then my Eviscerator lady is now just going to charge into the point and fight. So I've got 4 dice hitting on 4s with Ceaseless.
I do have it's a scratch as well.
Yeah.
I can ignore just an attack.
So I've got these 2.
Yeah, because you hit on 4s, don't you? Or you hit on 4s with the Eviscerator because it's not the crazy.
Still within range of the sermon, and I get a reroll here. So I've got 2 hits and a crit.
And you've got brutal.
Yes.
So I would need a crit to parry you if I have to. I'm 4 attacks on 3s, 4/5 rending.
2 hits.
I get 3 hits. 2 because I'm injured. Yes.
With a reroll because of your Gore Tank.
No, I didn't do the. I did the reroll defense dice from shooting. Actually, which wouldn't have made a difference. And the minus half damage. So
I'll hit you for 4, which will just 5, which will just to scratch.
yes, because I have to stay alive. I hit you for 4, which goes down to 3.
I'll use my Rosarius to ignore it.
Yep.
And then I'll kill you with the crit.
Yep.
Doing 6 damage, so going down to 3.
Well, no, you've already done the first hit. Oh no, I ignored the.
Yeah.
That's an odd one because I ignored.
Oh no, technically it would do 6 damage.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was going to say I'd have to. It's the first strike you do.
Yes.
The first time your opponent strikes, the sequence half the damage. This is when it inflicts damage. So it would half it to 2, and then I would have to ignore it.
Yep.
So yeah, that kills him off.
All right, and then end of the turning point.
Yep.
I control the most objectives, so I get 1.
And you control the surged objective.
So I get another 2. So I'm on 11, and then I get 2 for my attack up. And then I'm going to get plus. So then we'll just, because turning point 4 is done. So
well, you technically get turning point 4, so you get to choose a surge objective.
the middle one.
Activate a surge objective.
Yeah.
And that's all you have to do.
So I get 1 for surging the mid, 1 for controlling it, 2 for my attack up, 1 for the kill up, and my primary was the attack up.
My primary was the kill op.
So I get 21 points. On the kill up, you have killed 2, 4, 6, 7.
Which is grade 3.
Grade 3. So you get, I've already added that point. So you had 3 on the kill up. You get 2 more points with your primary.
Yes. I get 1 on the. I get 1 on the tack op, and I got 1 on the
Crit up.
crit op.
So you're on 7.
Yeah.
21-7. Good game.
Yeah.
So the Sanctifiers are completely broken. There is like. So the thing is.
it's the mobility.
Yes, so the
Like,
mobility is not broken.
You wouldn't have been able to charge me with this guy
Yes.
had you not had a free move and then a charge.
Well, the timing of it is crazy. It's so flexible.
Oh yeah, like turn 1, everyone moves up the board. Your opponent now either
Well, I mean, it's
pushes forward and takes a bunch of counterattacks.
So when I first read it, I thought the way I triggered, if the leader moved, everyone had to do the same action.
No,
It's
it's just they can make, and it's a can as well, so you don't have to.
Yeah, because so what I was doing, as you could see, the leader would charge and then trigger everyone else's.
And they just get to move.
Yeah.
And as long as they stay within that massive 12-inch bubble around him, because that's the thing, it's a 6-inch radius from him.
Yes, so and it's not even from the centre, so it's bigger than 12 inches.
This board playing lengthways really shows, because you have a 12-inch bubble on a 22-inch wide.
Yeah.
You have over half of the board in your radius.
Well, it's the problem is the Goremongers are very good. They still...
If it wasn't Sanctifiers and it was one of the other Ecclesiarchy teams, probably would have...
Oh, no, you would have definitely won.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, I
don't know about definitely, but it wouldn't have been such a...
So. In this battle report, because the issue is, what do you call it? In this matchup, Goremongers don't look that great.
I mean, also, this guy fucking bounced off him because I got 1 hit on him.
Yeah, the Cherub.
Bounced off your other guy because I got 2 hits.
Cherub doesn't die. Cherub doesn't die. But the thing is, the problem is, Goremongers look bad compared to this team, but people don't realise how crazy this team is. The fact I basically skipped a turning point.
Yeah, well, you had an extra turning point, essentially. Yeah. Goremongers are kind of like Felgors, where they don't die when you shoot them.
Yes.
Except all you have to do is shoot them twice. Or shoot them... So, against elite teams, a Space Marine just goes, shoot, and you kill a Goremonger.
Yeah, but into any non-elite, you will just murder them. And
also, you have no long-range shooting.
Yes.
So...
And when you're not playing into Angels of Death, with your... I can have rending if I don't roll rending ploy, is crazy.
Yeah.
But the problem with the Sanctifiers is just... I don't know how they got through testing. This is just, from one game, and it's already, clearly broken. It is very worrying, as I said in my review, how this team got through playtesting. I can understand, it's still worrying it got through design at all, but the fact it wasn't caught at playtesting is very worrying, because this is so simply broken. There's not even, it's just the mobility is insane. I can just roadblock with the Miraculist.
You've also got 11 guys.
Yeah.
That's the thing, it's 11, your comms is basically a non-guy.
And my leader is just impossible for you to kill.
Not impossible, but very difficult.
Yeah,
you need at least 2 people to shoot it, or 2 people to charge it, because you have to burn that ploy, or you kill everyone else who's around him.
Well, we didn't even use his ability where if you activate within 6 on a 2-up, he turns on a 3-up.
He can stop your actions.
Yeah, for that activation. So it's we didn't even get to show off the leader fully, just apart from his crazy yo-yoing.
Just his movement power, which again, essentially every turn gives every operative an extra AP.
Yeah, because you have to remember, if you're trying to shoot or fight the leader within 3 and you don't have Blast or Torrent, I could just redirect it.
Yeah.
And then if you actually do get to fight the leader, on a 3-up if you're normal, if
there's a chance you just don't fight.
You don't do anything. And then I have 10 wounds with -1 damage. If I took the...
And if you really need it, it's a scratch.
Yeah, I've got just a scratch. I didn't take the, what do you call them? The healer, so it could have had a 4-up save and healing. Because in this matchup, Preachers, even though the Preachers died very early, they did a lot of work. And it's just
getting the initiative on turn 2 and turn 3, I managed to kill a bunch of your guys. But even though I killed a bunch of your guys, I have no models left, and you still have 4.
And it's the thing is, security is normally a balanced backup.
The Meltagun, this is actually based off an old model, which is why they have a guy with a Meltagun. But having a Meltagun is just such a... You point and shoot and somebody explodes. You didn't even get to use his rerolls because you couldn't keep him outside of 6.
Oh no, he has severe if he's outside.
Oh sorry,
of 6.
You couldn't use his severe.
But the thing, he just used the purity seals all the time.
But again, 4+ severe, you roll 4 hits, one of them automatically becomes a crit. Suddenly you do Dev 4.
It's all their shooting actually hitting on 2s at close range is crazy.
Well, yeah, it's all flamers, and it's also 3/3.
Yes.
It's 3/3, hits on 2s, 4 dice. It's just constant damage.
And then if I get a blaze token, it's just crazy.
Well, yeah, my leader just kept burning.
Well, and the Miraculist, I didn't care that I could... She just charged
you can throw her in and she explodes.
I didn't even use my Sacred Touch. I technically should have Sacred Touch there, but I only get 1 attack and you
it's what, 1 attack on a 2, is it? Or 1 attack on a...
1 attack on a 2, 7/8 brutal.
It's got a pretty good chance of just one-shotting somebody.
But not on your team.
Not on my team, no.
But the issue is she just runs around nuking everybody and...
Well, she's gonna do that once. It's a limited 1.
But the thing is, she's always going to be able to do it. And I think...
Yeah. And also, you can't kill her.
Yes.
You can't Alpha Strike her because she goes down to 1 wound.
Yeah.
And then she goes, cool, I'm just going to hover over and then explode.
Because if I keep her, the reason I kept her within 6 of the Drill Abbot is because if I fell back and then you wanted to go to free APL, because I was within range of the Drill Abbot, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So
this is the other thing is, though, I still had 4 confirmed markers I just couldn't pick up because all the guys just died.
Yeah, and it's like, even if you took Seek and Destroy, so if you took Overrun, you would have scored 1 point here.
Yeah, that was it. That would have been it.
I think.
You've got, again, this board way with your number of models
Yeah.
just chokes up the board, and I can't.
So technically, obviously, long ways, this formation, hamburger. hot dog.
You pick a side and you just roll around
Your
the board.
entire team just moves up. Obviously, this is not a shooting team, but if it's a shooting team, I drop a preacher to give
So
everyone
again,
a 4-up save.
These are 15 inches wide.
Yeah.
When you is he on a 40mm base, the leader?
32.
32. So he's on an 1.5 inch base almost,
Yeah.
or 1.25 inches, plus the 12 inches. So that's 13. So that is almost an entire tile width
Yeah.
that he covers with his sermon. So you load a flank, you maybe put your one missionary on the other side or 2 missionaries on the other side, because they always have the sermon, and then your blob just goes, we're here now, and just runs around the board.
Yeah, because the issue is, it's just, even like, so I was thinking Chaos Cult would be a problem for this team, but then I realized I'm just going to hand flame everyone.
Yeah.
Because the Conflagrator did a lot of work flaming 2 people, and the moment I get Blaze tokens on...
Again, his interesting one, unlike a lot of all the other shoot ones where they have to be near each other, he can just shoot 2 targets as long as they're both valid targets.
Yeah.
And not even valid targets to each other.
Yeah. So it's just like, oh, I could have just torrented those 2.
No, it's only torrent. Was it torrent 1, I think? I think his pistols are only torrent 1. Where is he? God, trying to find these people is annoying sometimes. Oh no, it's torrent 2. So yeah, you could have torrented them, but then you basically blew up the Impaler.
Yeah, I completely missed, like, the problem is you had to move up, because the...
Oh yeah, I have to move up. Like, I can't not move up, because you just get the board, and then you just win on points anyway.
Because especially
just
what you...
push me back.
There was one thing you could have done, was just, like, have 2 operatives here, and then just have everyone hide here, but then the problem is...
You win the game. You just score primary, and
So I'm just so baffled that this got through testing.
You've got enough models.
You have too many threats.
Well, it's not even too many threats. You've got 11 models. I've got 8. If either of us playing one of the 10 model teams, you've got the shooting that will kill the 10 model operatives, because the flamers just go hit on 2s, 3/3 damage. You get 4 hits. They've got to make 3 saves, otherwise you're killing an 8 wound model generally.
Yeah, and it's just this team is bizarre. Like, it's so CP efficient as well.
Well,
I'm always getting plus
you
1
didn't
CP.
You didn't need to use anything turn 1.
No.
So you had 6 on turn 2.
Yep.
And yeah, it's weird that it's like roll 2 dice, roll under your wounds of your Abbot, who is
If he was 8
basically
wounds,
never gonna get. Yeah, if it was 8 wounds, then
they'd be fine.
I mean, well, as the average is 7 on 2 dice, but you can always roll. You could always roll 1 game, 10, 11, 12 every turn.
Yeah, I just like, your leader will kill a Space Marine because he's 5/5 in melee, hitting on 3s.
Yeah, he's 5/5 brutal stun, isn't he?
Yeah, brutal stun. And
so
it's just
he
like...
can, and you've got a just a scratch ploy.
Yep.
And also, if you don't want to fight that Space Marine, if it charges you, you just get him to fight somebody else within 3 inches.
Yeah, and I didn't even use the strategy ploy just to like fall back 3 inches and stuff. So it's just so much mobility.
That's the other thing is, if he's charge locked, he can fall back, and then everyone else on the team can make a charge or a fall back or a reposition.
Yeah, no, it's really dumb. I mean, like, I'm painting up the team as orange, so orange boy. But this is my leader. He's using the second Pope head, the better Pope head, no beard. And
has he got big jowls? Has he?
Yeah, big jowls. Yeah. And then my Goremongers are all finished. I managed to get those painted up. So they've got like all brass augmetics and all that kind of stuff. I'll take better photos.
The other thing was, what I wanted to try and maybe do is, if you did move somebody up, pull you with the Impaler, but I just couldn't, because I just didn't have enough activations.
I think you could have kept the Impaler safe here.
I could have, but then he's just even further out the fight.
Yep.
Like, you can be in the fight in a turn, because you can get a free move, and then you can move.
I think your Aspirant did the most work.
The Inciter did a lot of work. Yeah. The guy up here who charged did a lot of work.
My MVP is obviously the Pope. The Pope literally won the game.
Makes team 100% better.
Yeah, so it's the Pope. Who's your MVP, Charles?
I think it's possibly going to be the guy who did the double charge, or the Inciter who ran around with the pistols and
You got to pick one, Charles. Pistol, dualies, or spearman.
I think it's just the aspirant because he just murdered 2 guys and was just like.
Yeah, because the D3 damage really helps this team get around damage negation.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're charging.
Also, like because you're majority 7 wounds, that brings you into a 1-hit kill territory.
Yeah. So for example, if you charge into Felgor, you do D3 damage. On average, you should do 2. With your 3 hits, you frenzy them. Then you use your Gordank again to kill them.
Yes. Yeah.
So you take like.
Because they also count as incapacitated when you kill them. So
not when you frenzy.
When you frenzy
them, yeah.
So you immediately get a Gore tank back. So you can even spend your half a tank to do the impact damage.
Yeah, you spend your half tank to do an impact damage, then you kill them.
You do also kind of, with a lot of their stuff, relying on you having at least half a tank, like to get the reroll to hit. Because that's one thing. Like the few rolls I did roll where it rolled poorly, and it's just like. I didn't have balance because I'd spent the tank. It's like.
This is the thing. Why does this team have? I understand them having purity seals, right? But then it's like ceaseless in melee, weird purity seals.
Well, and also just a lethal 5-up ploy.
Yeah, for charging.
You would think that these guys would have that if you charge lethal 5-up.
But the thing is, the lethal 5-up isn't that great. I just keep using.
Well, no,
my
if your guy
firefights.
it's not. It's good on some of you guys because some of you guys do have stun and things like that. But like, if these guys had when you charge get lethal 5-up, that would be great.
Yeah, I'm just worried because like. I don't think I believe Games Workshop will just wait for the data. So it's like I think I have to play this team, but I don't want to.
Yeah, the big problem is you can't just look at one game and go, "Wow, these guys are broken." Because
I believe Sanctifiers have won all the other battle reports out there at the moment.
Well, again, we do play a game with dice though. You could have rolled 10, 11, 12 for your CP generation.
But the thing is, even
your Meltagun actually whiffed some of its shots.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's got the purity seals, which negates that.
A bit.
And the problem is, because of the mobility, I was just securing where I needed to go. And with all my shooting hitting on 2s, it was just kind of like, wow, this is pretty easy.
The thing is, though, you look at every individual model, and nothing individually
nothing
is
individually
broken.
Problem.
It's the amalgamation of them.
Outside of the leader, nothing else looks broken. Even
well, no, the leader is not broken on his own.
Because
on his own, he doesn't do anything.
But the Miraculist is actually, I think, is fine. I think a lot of the
you will lose it. You will lose it. And the only way it doesn't do its damage is if it gets sniped turn 1, basically.
The Preacher, I think, is way too good because it's 4/5 and it always benefits from the sermon.
Yeah.
So against your team, it didn't do that well. But like, imagine a Vet Guard team. He will kill like at least 2 7-wound models before dying.
Yeah.
Like very reliable. Even 2 8-wound models.
Unless he gets sniped by the mortar bombardment.
But the problem is he just converts way too much, and it's just too good. But it was fun and quick, so your games will be quick. It's just like...
Well, no. Turn 1 is going to be... Oh, let's say it was the... You activated one model and then activated every single model in your team.
Yeah, so
then I got to do one model and then you got to start actually playing your team.
And the problem is we were contemplating doing an end game mission, so a mission where you score at the end of the game to try and like at least give Goremongers a better chance.
Well, no,
but I don't think that would have helped because you would have
again, like I say, you've got too many. Unless, like again, if I'd maybe killed that guy and killed if I'd killed the Cherub,
that
was really.
I mean, I don't know how the Cherub lived. Cherub's, I believe
the Auto pistols are only 2/2.
Yeah.
They are very low damage, and it is only 4 shots. It does have that Dev 1, but you're relying on getting crits.
Yeah, and there's like interesting roadblocks for your team into mine, like with your Axeman. Like I barely just killed him because I managed to roll so many hits.
Yes, and the fact he can treat crits as hits, and then he can half the first one. Well, the whole team can half the first one.
Yeah,
and he does 5-6 damage back. If you didn't have that -1.
But it's like, even into this matchup, you don't think the shooting is that great, but then you realise, I just need to knock you down to 8, to 2, which I can. Anything can kill anything. But that's pretty much it from me today. Please remember to like and subscribe as well as comment. Let me know what you thought of this battle report and what you think of the teams. Don't worry, they're fine, they're thematic. But remember, I've got a Discord you can check out for free in the episode description below. An affiliate link at Element Games, and affiliate link and discount code at Crossfire Games. Remember, we're using all the Crossfire Games objectives. I was using their tokens. And a Patreon if you want to give me some more support. I'm just going to shout out my Patreon. So for my adults of the crit, I have Tom, Supercow, Sam, Nick, Mercenary Q, Mr. Meatwad, Lucas, Jeremiah, Graham, Fangzu Draken, Dave Meets the World, Dan, Dada Goldens, Chris, and Morpheum. And then for my veterans of the crit, I have Mark. So thank you so much for all your support. Thank you, Charles, for being on. We might do some more battle reports. It's just difficult with timing.
With John being in America for half the year.
Yes, fine, don't worry about it. But yeah, you know, at least Tyranids are coming out. I'm going to be Ravenous. I assume you're going to...
I like the look of the new Raveners. They've beefed up the Raveners a bit more.
Oh, I thought you were going to go on the AdMech team.
They're interesting. I just not sure. Well, especially in the box, I think they're gonna just get punked by the Raveners.
Oh yeah, I mean we all know like they've already lost against the Raveners, so there's no way around that.
It could be interesting if because they're servitors, they might be like 9 wounds with like a 4-up save because they're basically mostly metal.
Yeah.
So they could be interesting, but we'll have to see in probably about 3 months.
Probably 2
2
months
months,
or less.
2 to 3 months.
But yeah, remember, no matter how fast preachers and Imperial humans can be, you always have a chance to win as long as you can roll a crit.